What it do, Niner fam? This is Greg Cosell talking about McCaffrey. He says, say what you want about McCaffrey. I'm sure many of your listeners don't think he's the same guy as 3 or 4 years ago. He is a hard runner. He gets hard-earned yards. We'll see as the season progresses if he can get first-level space where he can get to the second level. He's running well. It's pretty funny. I speak to my guys in the matchup room here, and we all watch tape, and I say to them, do to see any difference in McCaffrey, and they say, no, he looks like McCaffrey. You got to remember, last year, Saquon Barkley was the biggest rage. He was the all rage. He was running, jumping backwards. He was doing the whole get down. Christian McCaffrey was done the whole season. So, but they got to have that, that guy. So like I said, Barkley was the main thing. He was it. And hey, look at them. They Super Bowl champs. Okay. They got a good offensive line. They got defense. They had everything. McCaffrey, on the other hand, the offensive line was not really all there, you know what I'm saying? And then, that's our third or second center. Everybody's not the same. We don't really have that Super Bowl offensive line. Our defense is, not really the same as it used to be. So he's working with less, and he's putting up the numbers. See, he's working with less. And then now that, we got Purdy's back and Pearsall's back and you got Kittle back and, you got certain players now they can open up the offense a little bit more to give him the room to, hit the holes and do what he's supposed to do. He's one of the best in the league. I don't take nothing from Saquon Barkley. I knew when Saquon Barkley left the Giants, he'd go somewhere decent and he's going to be good. But as you see, everybody wants to see that consistency. Now they want to see Saquon Barkley do exactly what he did last year. It don't work like that. Now teams are actually scheming for him, literally scheming for him. That's why the numbers don't look the same. They still winning, but the numbers don't look the same. Okay. And, you know how people are, if you got a fan base that says, all right, all this Saquon Barkley. And my thing is with the Eagles, you won a Super Bowl off it. The tush push, you won the Super Bowl off that. And that ain't really working like it was working last year or the years before. So I feel they're going to ban that tush push thing because it ain't really, they had too many penalties with it this year. But Christian McCaffrey is the prototype of the receiver running back that you want. That's why I said Debo was kind of like a bootleg McCaffrey. Remember, we had Debo first. And once we seen he's hella tough and he's kind of stocky and short, yeah, you can throw him a little ball in the flat or whatever it is. You can do that. And what is he going to do? He going to break that tackle and he going to get them yards. Now, to me, he still had vision of a wide receiver. A running back's going to see everything. They literally going to get the holes and get out of there. Debo's going to try to run you over. That's just what it is. He's going to try. Remember when Jalen Ramsey was talking mess? He didn't talk no more mess. You know what I'm saying? When Debo ran him over. So, it is what it is. Like I said, he's back and the number's going up. So let me know what y'all think. Leave it in the comments. Peace. I'm out of here.